Chat, okay, I need you to hear me out now, all right? Okay, I need you to hear me out. We're gonna play Welcome Tour today, but I made a startling discovery. So we're gonna look at this real quick, and I need you all to bear with me. Hi, by the way, I'm Potterzilla. Anyway, let's hop into Mario Kart World real quick. This is very important. Hi, guys. Hi, Moon. I'm voicing this recipe just for you guys. Oh. Anyways, all right. So we're here, right? Let's set an hour to start. Yeah, whatever. I got a new vehicle. Who cares? Didn't ask. Don't care. Let's hop into free roam. Now this is a problem for me. Let's change character. We are gonna use Lakitu, but we're not. We're gonna use his regular costume for this. And for best, oh, I got a little dumpy. Later. Don't get distracted. This is not important right now. For best results, you want some kind of bike. So let's go with this bike, right? This is very important. On top of that, let's go to a specific place. I don't know which places will be better or worse for this, but I have a feeling Dino Jungle is a good way to start. A good place to start, I should say. Now let's just drive around for a little bit. Maybe I can find something. Oh, actually, never mind. We're already there. Okay, so this is the startling discovery that I made, and I'm like horrified by this. So if you're playing as Lakitu, and you drive around on dirt for just a little bit. Hold on. Zoom. Tilt. Zoom. Look at how nasty his dogs get. Holy, look at those nasty ass dogs that he got. absolutely disgusting. And if you drive more, if you keep driving more, and if I can find like a mud patch, they get even worse. Like the more you drive, look, they're getting worse. I'm trying to see if I can find a mud patch. Hold on. Is there any muddy place that I get? Oh, this the Oasis. Maybe the Oasis. The Oasis. This is like chat. I'm sorry. I just had to like talk to you about this because it was driving me insane. Is there a mud patch anywhere around here? Yeah, you keep driving and they keep getting nastier and nastier. Okay, I'm not seeing any mud patches, but you got the gist of it, right? Like bro just got some nasty raw dogs. Oh, sorry if I gave you anyone motion sickness, but yeah, fucking, and there's like different like nastiness to it. Like this one is like, if you look closely, this one's a different nasty pattern than the last one. Like, oh, fucking wash those dogs, my dude. Okay, I'm sorry. Hi chat, how's it going? Hey. Today we're gonna play Welcome Tour. Where is it? Right here. My god, I have so much new shit on my menu that it got buried. But yeah, we're gonna play Welcome Tour. I actually paid for $10 for this. I'm crazy like that. I don't know, I'm kind of curious about this. I think it'll be interesting. I've just realized too that I probably should take the Joy-Con out and use that instead of the controller that I've been using. I have this like Hori Pro controller, not the official one. I had the official one, but then I got... Yo, calm down. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna play with the Joy-Cons. And I'm just gonna leave the controller out of this. And let's see where this takes us. I'm stay mostly blind on this game. I'm like completely like oblivious. So we'll see what it is all about. I heard people say that it's actually good and worth the $10, and I also heard people say it's a pile of shit that should have been free, and even then's an insult. So mixed results here. I know that you get trapped inside the Switch too. And also, holy shit, oh my god, calm down, oh my god. I'm getting this screen tear, hold on. Okay. Okay. We are inside the Switch 2 right now, I guess. Welcome to the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. Oh, you get to select a guy. Is that Hideo Kojima? That looks like Hideo Kojima. So like, if I select someone really far back in the line, do I gotta wait longer? Is it like the closer you are to the front of the line, the less you gotta wait or something? This is a really funny character select screen. Wait, hold on. Where's Hideo Kojima? I want to be Hideo Kojima. Where'd he go? Did I lose him? No, Kojima, come back! Kojima! Kojima, where are you? No way, I want Kojima. Also, oh my god, I'm feeling the HD rumble already through the Joy-Cons, and I'm like, wow, I love this. This feels so good. I mean, as a tactile thing on the Nintendo Switch 2, it feels so good. I thought that was Moist Critical for a second. I can't find Kojima. I think they despawned Kojima. He's never coming back ever again. Give me Kojima. Man, we're not getting Kojima, are we? We lost him. Is that Sure, we'll go with Penny Parker from Spider-Verse. Entry will begin soon, so please proceed to the gate. Thankfully, I went really far ahead on the line, so you know it should be good. Welcome, welcome, come in. $10 advertisement campaign. Awesome. Hello and welcome. What do you think of the venue? Is this the biggest in the Switch you've ever seen or watched? Or what? I mean, I'd say it's pretty average. Go ahead and walk all over it. You're getting a little freaky. There are all sorts of things to do around here. You can gain some insight on what makes Nintendo Switch 2 tick. Take some quizzes about the system. Experience tech demos that show off the system's features. And of course, play minigames. That's what I'm interested on. What's the last thing? Oh, the stamp rally. Stamp rally? Is it like, fucking the new Zelda game? I forgot the name. Where you had the stamp freak that stamped you. Stamps are all over the place, so happy hunting. By the way, if you want to move around quickly, press hold B to run. The exhibition is really big, so it might save you some time. Okay. Joy-Con L area. Alright. Alright, we're in here. We're in the Switch 2. Can I talk to these people? What the? Minus button? Oh, I'm interacting with the minus button. I thought that was a bench. I guess that is the minus button. Were you startled by that stamp popping up? Don't worry, it's harmless. Have fun with the stamp rally. Hunting down the hidden stamps is sure to be a blast. Okay, I got the minus button stamp. So wait, can I get a stamp for the analog stick? I guess, what are you on about? Ah, wait, is this a button I'm sitting on? Well, you have the same thought as me. Looks like you can learn some stuff about the Nintendo Switch 2 here. I'm gonna go read up on this. You two can go ahead without me. There's a quiz. You can learn about HP Rumble 2 here. You learn about the kinds of vibrations it makes when it's located, how it works, and more. Does it tickle your fancy? So we're talking about vibrations that tickle my fancy. I'm interested. Glad to hear it. Well, here's the HD Rumble 2 Insights 1. Oh god, there's so much to read. Okay. HD Rumble 2. Take a look here. I'm looking. These are the HD Rumble 2 parts of the Nintendo Switch 2 console. Speaking of, by the way, man, I want that Pro Controller. Everyone's been saying it's fucking amazing, and god, I want it so bad. But it's available nowhere over here. They literally not selling it here. What did you do in Mario Kart? Well, god, fake fan, weren't even watching. I discovered that if you choose Lakitu, right, the regular costume, and you go in dirt areas, and you move around in the dirt a little bit, his dogs get fucking nasty. They get fucking disgusting. He got nasty dogs. Yeah, try it. Try right now. Pull up the Switch 2. Go choose Lakitu if you have it. I know you only care about Rosalina, but choose Lakitu. Go in a savannah or like a dirt road or whatever, and drive around for a little bit, and then look at his dogs. They're nasty. They're different from the HD Rumble parts of the Nintendo Switch console. In fact, these parts have been custom built from the ground up. So they're new? Like, I've been wondering, like, how different are they from the originals, like HD Rumble? Because everyone's been saying that they're better. But to be honest, I never really experienced much of the HD Rumble on the Switch 1 to begin with. I never got, like, 1-2 Switch, which is, like, the big show off of that. That said, they do look awesome. It does feel, like, really cool when it's used. They're housed within both the Joy-Con 2 and Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller. And in order to fit inside both the Joy-Con 2 and Nintendo Switch Pro Controller, they had to undergo even further separate customization. Okay. How Rumble works. The rumble of the controller is created with magnets and electromagnets shift to weight. The rumble of the older Nintendo controllers is created by a motor spinning away. Yeah, that much I knew about. But I don't know how HD Rumble works, so I'm actually kind of curious. When it comes to Nintendo Switch HD Rumble and Nintendo Switch 2 HD Rumble, The weight isn't spinning. It's that it vibrates side to side at a very high speed. Oh, I see. This is similar to how some trains use magnets to levitate. Oh, maglev. I know about that. Allowing them to move at extremely high speeds. Vibrating the weight sideways makes it easier to make it rumble in various ways. Alright. Oop. Powerful rumble. The Delta 2 console's HD Rumble 2 feature has range of intensity. From weak vibrations like gentle touch to much stronger vibrations at a maximum strength. It can make even an elephant come. The sensation will be much stronger than the HD Rumble Nintendo Switch. However, these strong vibrations won't be used the whole time you're playing a game. Rather, the powerful rumble is reserved for specific moments when it makes the most sense. I should try playing Mario Kart World with the Joy-Cons. I haven't tried that yet. I've been playing with the Pro Controller that I got the whole time. I kind of want to feel if there's any HD rumble in the game. Not now, of course. Today is the welcome tour day. It's your Rumble 2 in your hand. The Joy-Con controller is rumbled in your hand. They've been designed to transmit the sensation directly. No matter how you're holding it, this is because the HD Rumble 2 parts are directly attached to the plastic on the back. The parts being so close to where your hands are holding the controller makes the vibrations easier to feel. You read out the insights? Great. Man, this is like probably so boring, but for a fucking idiot nerd like me, I'm so interested in this. Now that you got all the knowledge under your belt, it's time for a quiz. Would you like to take a HD Rumble 2 Insights quiz? Try it out. Every time I click, it does a little boop, like vibration on my hand. I'm like, haha, this is cool. Alright, let's try the quiz. Question number 1. Which puzzle comes from the... Oh, look, this is how they get you as HD Rumble. No, it's the HD Rumble 2. No, calm that bitch down. He's so fast. Shakes from side to side. It actually stays still. Which of the following is true of the strength of the HD Rumble? Is always strong, is always weak, it means strong or weak. Man, I'm so fucking smart. The Joy-Con 2 controller or the HD Rumble's parts attached to it. There's a plastic in the back, right? I think so. Karina, welcome! We're playing Welcome to? Yep. I'm playing Welcome to. I was just really curious about this game. And like, it's probably really boring, but like for a nerd like me, I'm kind of loving this. Amazing, full marks. You really know what's what when it comes to HD Rumble 2 now, eh? I saw someone 100% this and apparently it was hell. I heard that like, apparently like to actually 100% this, don't you actually need like to use every feature possible, which means that you need like a fucking like a 4K display and the Pro Controller. Yeah. I don't think I'm 100%ing this one. I'm not gonna lie, gamers. Missing my boy 1-2 Switch. I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. This game might not be as interesting as 1-2 Switch, but 1-2 Switch was $60. I never got that one. I wanted to, but it was $60. That was criminal. This one is at least 10. I did want to get it when the price lowered, but by that point I was just like, I know what this is about, I guess, and I don't have anyone to play it with, which part of the fun is having someone to play it with. The Nintendo Switch 2 insights are gotta be hiding here somewhere around here. Maybe I'll take a look over that way. Is there a stamp for each button? Oh, hi. Well, would you look at that? You can tilt R left and right to get a better view of the surroundings. Okay, but I want stamp. Oh! Ah, there it is. Oh. I'm assuming it's always on the bottom of it now? Yeah, there you go. And there's this. Bam. getting all the stamps. Astrobot is also 60, but it won good Game of the Year. Okay, but Astrobot is fucking amazing though. That's the difference. I'd gladly pay $60 for Astrobot. If I had a PS5. In fact, I think Astrobot is the one game that I'd gladly pay $60 for on the PS5. The PS5 doesn't have a lot that interested me personally. How do I get the stem for the analog stick? I feel like I should get the stem for the analog stick, but I don't see it. Should talk to you. Welcome. Thanks for visiting Lost and Found Desk. I have a feeling that somewhere out there, a lost item's long for its home. You haven't found it, Prince. Speaking to me. Interesting. Hi there. I can invert the camera controls if you want. Normally, if you tilt the right side, well, I don't need to invert the camera. Oh, they're inverted? No. Okay, I don't want them inverted. Thank you. Sure, got the new one after Legendary Monster waiting, planning the tech demo. It looks so fun. I love Astrobot. I saw people playing it. It just like, I don't know. It seems like the one time they actually used the power of the PS5 for something interesting and not just, oh look, you can see the skin pore on this guy. Like the physics objects, the like breakable shit, all the stuff that you can do is so fun and interesting. Sorry, I can't believe it. We're finally here. This place is massive. I think it's pretty average. I'm guessing that's one of the mini games. Do you want to play this mini game? Then go ahead and talk to the staff member. Alright, you work here or something? Hey there, ready to show off your mouse skills? Mouse controls allow you to move your character more quickly and accurate than control sticks. In this minigame, there's lots of spiked balls falling from the sky, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. You need to use your mouse skills to dodge gracefully and weave tactically around them. It can be pretty tricky, so stay focused. Sure. Let's try it out. So do I gotta get my Joy-Cons on the mouse thingy? This requires mouse controls. Okay, I'll put my Joy-Cons on the mouse thing then. I have it right here, ready for use. I found out something diabolical, right? The little mouse attachments, they're like color coded, right? But the thing is, it doesn't matter because technically they're double-sided, so you can attach the orange one into the blue Joy-Con and the blue one into the orange Joy-Con, and it looks horrendous. But you can do it. All right, straps up, putting the straps in. All right, never forget your strap on, chat. All right, and click. I just spike ball for as long as you can. Oh, let me put my actual mouse out of the way. That was a. Don't worry about that one. Also, welcome. Congrats on hahaha 1. Okay, I only need one mouse, so I should put my other Joy-Con out. Because it kind of yoinked my other... If you're using both at the same time, it's kind of like yoinking your mouse like to both sides. It doesn't have a second mouse. Alright, let's try this again. For real this time. Balls. Balls. Also, damn it. Nah, I want to get a medal. You want to talk about like fucking launch games? Fucking once you switch, and this will never hold a candle to the fucking GOAT. And no, I'm not talking about Wii Sports, although that one's pretty good. Nah, fucking Nintendo Land. That's my fucking GOAT right there. Shit. Hey, I got a medal. For 30 seconds, I get another one though. I'm gonna get the second medal. Hold on. Let me just put this other Joy-Con down. Fucking for all the shit that the Wii U gets, I genuinely believe it had the best launch game of any Nintendo console ever. Nintendo Land was so fucking fun, and it showed off all the features of the Wii U that then proceeded to never really get used by games for the most part. Oh my god! Oh my god! No! It got faster. Okay, okay. Other best launch game was Odyssey. Well, Odyssey wasn't a launch game. It was a holiday title. It's a great game, but yeah, no. Also, like, when I meant launch game, I meant launch more like the game that Nintendo puts out to be like, so this is what the console can do. Because like, because like technically, like, what, like Super Mario 64 was a launch game, and like that one is really good, but like I feel like Nintendo Wii was the first one to do the this is what the system can do type of launch game, you know? God damn it. And then the Wii U perfected it with Nintendo Land, and it was kind of all downhill from there. The Switch had one to Switch, and now we got this. Not to judge them. I mean, once you Switch is fine for what it is. And this, so far, I'm having a miserable time. No, just kidding. I'm having fun. Even if it's very simple. Which is the opposite of Nintendo Land. Nintendo Land was so fucking, like, in-depth and, like, detailed and showing off a bunch of Nintendo franchises. And that's what I loved about it. It wasn't like... I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the urge to give up. What was I gonna say? It wasn't like so sterile, I guess, so boring, which is kind of my problem with once you Switch in this. Is that aesthetically it's kind of boring. As a game, they're fun, but like the aesthetics of Nintendo Land compared to these, you know. God damn it. I got this. What's your favorite indie game? Actually, on the topic of specific categories, like indie game. Oh, see, I feel like I can name a few that I could even probably name you a favorite, but then I'm probably fucking forgetting one that I like more. Like the first thing that came to my mind is Shovel Knight. A Hand in Time is pretty good too. I fucking love A Hand in Time. But yeah, Shovel Knight was the first one that came to my mind, but like, I don't think it's Shovel Knight. I think I'm forgetting which one it actually is. I need to look at my Steam library to properly tell you, I guess. Fucking Terraria too is like a really like one that I love, and that one's embarrassing. And there's like Undertale and Deltarune. Fuck, it's so hard to pick like indie games because I feel a lot less guilty putting like a Mario game above another Mario game, but I feel kind of bad being like, oh, this indie game I like more than this indie game, because it's just like people making art. Not to be like that was diabolical. They launched that straight at me. Hollow Knight? I never played Hollow Knight. I actually want to stream Hollow Knight sometime. Chat, let's try. Let's fucking try. I'm not gonna be on the fucking doo-doo ball game forever. I wanna do more of this. I really wanted to get that second medal, but I ain't trying to complete this game. I don't got a 4K monitor, and I literally cannot get the Pro Controller even if I really want to, because fucking oh yeah, no, fuck this. I really want to get the Pro Controller, but I can't because they're not selling it here. Moon fucking loves Deltarune. Moon is like Deltarune's strongest soldier. That was some nice dodging. You got sick mouse skill. Thank you. Oh, that's very kind of you. It's not even done. I know. God, Deltarune when it's finished might actually be it. Just from like how like immense of a thing, like an event it is. Let me look at my Steam library real quick. Can I sort games by playtime or something? Sort by everything activity? No. Can I sort by playtime? Because I feel like, oh no, fuck it. Let me just scroll by real quick. Oh, fucking anime feed. That's a pretty good ending. I need to stop thinking about it. It fuels my brain rot. Just feed it. Keep feeding that brain rot. Man, looking through my Steam library, instead of finding my favorite ones, I'm finding bad ones that I want to play, like Balan Wonderworld. I bought that to play on Steam on stream sometime. I also bought Bubsy games. I bought Brief Karate Foolish. Man, I gotta stream more of these like bullshit games that I bought. Dead Cell's a good one too. Fuck, there's so many indie games that I love. Dust and Elsian. Wait, I think I might have an answer. I think maybe. I don't know. I keep rethinking Katana Zero. There's so many good ones. Indie games are so good. And there's like the friend slops ones that I love playing with my friends, like Repo, and more recently Peak I've been enjoying. My friend Pedro, I love indie games. Noit. Spelunky. No, okay, no, I'm calling it. Spelunky 2. That's my favorite indie game. Peak do be Peak, but my favorite is Spelunky 2. Looks like part 2 is a part 2. I just put away my mouse shit. Think you should give it another go. Am I lasting a little longer this time? God damn it, I just put away my mouse. Okay. Try part 2. Whatever that means. Imagine peak with 30 people. We can try that if we can find 30 people, because the mod allows that. Sure, let's play again. If you insist. The fuck is part 2 anyway? Are there gonna be like squares now? 4 parts to this and each is so difficult? Oh god. Alright, what the fuck? I mean, so far so similar, but I'm imagining something's gonna happen. Did I even go for part 2 or is this still part 1? It still feels like part 1. I might have gone to part 1 accidentally again. Hold on. Collecting clear medals, huh? Oh, hey, looks like you just got the first medal. Alright, got 5. Pretty good at this stuff. Alright, shut the fuck up then. Stop bragging. Alright, hold on. Yeah. This is part 2. Sorry, I can't unlock this minigame until you collect the 2 medals. It's like minigame with a medal 0.50 as their clear condition. Jesus Christ. Damn, they really like, let's get the gamers here. Can you draw? As in seconds? Oh my god. Wait, I didn't fit. Oh my god. I'll draw for you if you insist. Hold on. Give me a thumb. I'm gonna draw just for you. And... Oh! Oh! Would you look at that? Look at the draw. I drew a full +4. Now, Jeff, you draw. I heard it's in seconds and got an ad. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hate the ads. Can't really do much about them. Sorry. What? What? You asked me to draw. I drew a card. And it was +4. Now you draw. Also, this place is very unsafe. This is like an edge that like teeters down. Like there's a fucking like slope, and there's no fucking guardrail. You can just slip and fall, and look at the size of this fall. You would die. I redeemed the doodle, sir. You asked me to draw. I drew. Your glasses here. Oh, it's the lost and found shit. If you find any lost items, you make your way to the welcome tour. Please help be a helper and bring them to the information center. Thank you for doing your part. Man, they like really make you be a nerd on this one, huh? Like, I found this. Oh, capture button. There you go. Still don't know how I get the analog stick. Here you go. Oh, thanks for tuning this in. I have a feeling that somewhere out there a lost item longs for its home. But if you happen to find it, please bring it to me. Alright. Let's see what the fuck this other one is. I'm not playing the mouse one again. I'm sorry, chat. I'm good. But that's the HD Rumble 2. It's like, it's so much easier to understand when you go hands-on. Don't look at me like this. This minigame will showcase some of what the HD Rumble 2 feature can do. You're likely aware the HD Rumble 2 can produce very strong vibrations. This minigame will allow you to experience those strong vibrations firsthand. Oh, I love me some strong vibration. Move the mouse from side to side, and the vibrations will change in strength. Try to find where the vibration is stronger. I need to use the mouse again? Sure. Maybe I should just keep it on. Honestly, I should take it out of the fucking controller thing and just keep it on the mouse thing at this point, because it feels like we're only gonna use them like this. I say, and then they're gonna be like, all right, put your Joy-Con on the controller thing. I don't know. Okay. I know, put them here for now. The exhibit requires mouse controls. Yeah, whatever you say. All right, find where the rumble is strongest. Around here. This is like really, like, it must be awesome for y'all to like see this one, because like you literally can't like experience this at all. You just watch me do it. Oh, I gotta select. I think it's around here. Damn, I was close. Oh, damn, 2 medals immediately. Well, easy, but I guess we're gonna go to the harder ones now. Simply exceptional. Seems that you're able to gauge the strength of the rumble quite well. Part 2 is now open to the public. Alright. 7 medals! Well, I can do this now, I guess. God damn it, we're going back to the balls. Do you want me to tell you the final stage conditions? Sure, go ahead. Alright. Part 2, you have the additional objective, collecting stars. Sure. I'm scared. But sure. Dodge the spike balls too, catch the stars. Alright. Oh, look, a star. Oh, look, a star. Oh, look, a star. Spikes! My fucking god. I'm glad you can miss some stars and be fine. Fuck. Those green spike balls? I got a medal. I try it a little more, just because I want to see what those green spike balls are all about. Oh boy. Start. 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 Oh god. Start. Oh, start. Star. Whatever. So you need a distance of 1 and no more, meaning you of 1 and no more, meaning you pretty much have to perfect gas the place with fake rumbles also being added to throw you off. That's diabolical. Got a few stars in there. You got some slick mouse skills. 31! And there's part 2. If you think you should give it another go, you might get some more stars than last time. You want to play again? No. 31. There must be like a lot of these mini games down, right? The left Joy-Con 2 controller lets me use mouse controls in my left hand. You just have to press L while holding it like a mouse. Very cool. I should stop talking to these people. They're so bored. The maracas are so cool. They feel like so realistic. Oh, hello. If you got time. Okay, so this isn't exactly a game per se, but give it a try. This demo, I love to do like, all right, so we can really make this one a game, but like, just trust me on this. You're gonna like it. Just try it. In this demo, you get to shake a Joy-Con. You get to shake the Joy-Con 2 controllers as if they were repair maracas. Physics-based calculations are used to make the beads in the maraca behave like real beads. As the beads shake around inside the Joy-Con 2 controller, rumble to simulate that effect. Move the beads around inside the maracas and see for yourself what the HP Rumble 2 is capable of. Actually, that sounds fucking awesome. Wait, that sounds awesome. I want to try that. Wait, so I get to feel the maracas? This is gonna be so boring for y'all. I'm so sorry. You're just gonna see maracas and then me giggling like a little dumbass. Wait, I get trophies for just using the options? That's funny. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is so cool. Wait, rubber ball? Wait, this is kind of nutty. Oh my god, this is kind of fucking nutty. For real? Wait, for real? This is fucking crazy. I look fucking insane right now. Oh my god. Change appearance. Oh. Hey. 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 Shake the maraca 100 times. Ah! There you go. Easy. The future. I'm gonna say any more clear conditions to get a proper shock experience. Thank you. This is like... This is so stupid. I could literally just do this all day. This is like... It's just so cool. I'm gonna show this to my mom. She's gonna lose her mind. This is so fucking cool. Ah, this is awesome. Okay. End. I could keep doing this, but I feel like it would be really boring for everyone to watch. A lot of this experience is just gonna be like, wow, if you could feel this right now, it would be really cool for you. You should those maracas like there's no tomorrow. I just did what the game told me to do. Hopefully they gave you a good taste of the HG Rumble 2 feature. You didn't need to judge me about it. How's the medal collection going along? I racked up 10, pretty impressive. I know. I'm nerd. Hey, I got 10 medals. How is your medal going? I bet you don't have 10 medals. Oh, you have 5 medals? Ugh, noob. I'm so good at Nintendo Switch 2 welcome tour. I'm gonna shove this dweeb off on a locker. I'm gonna like put him on the maracas demo, put him inside the maracas and just shake him. Aria H. Each area has a letter of the alphabet. I think it goes to like H. Well, we're on H right now. Sorry, you can't go through here yet. Come back to, you got a good look around area G. Chat, we gotta find the G spot. Sorry. Check. Oh. Mouse foot. The mouse feet make it easier to find the Joy-Con 2 controllers when you're using the mouse control. My controller has feet? Just kidding. I like that the other ones, they didn't give an explanation. They just let you do it, but now you... What the fuck? Release button? You can lightly press the two... Do the... Whatever. You can lightly press these buttons to detach the Joy-Con 2 controllers for the console. Okay. I mean, if you're here at this point, you probably already knew about that button, but okay. That one you don't get an explanation. It's just the SL button. Deal with it. Alright, what's this one? Mouse sensor. The sensors check the surface they're on. The table... Alright, so this is the mouse sensor. Okay. Oh, look, there's like a player LED. The light of like the green light is actually like reflecting on my character. That's interesting. Alright, so what the fuck is this connector actually? Magnetic connector. There's a mechanism that attaches to the Joy-Con 2 controllers to the console. I was curious about this thing. I was like, what the fuck is this hole? I guess it's just to like send information. Sync button. Oh, hello. I didn't even see that. Okay, I know what the sync button does, so thanks for not explaining it, at least. Wow, I had no idea the buttons were made out of steel. Yeah, oh yeah, the buttons are made out of steel on this one. To like connect magnetically. They feel cold to the touch. SR button. Alright. Mouse foot. There's a foot? When you use your mouse, yeah. My controller has a foot? You can learn about the attaching and detaching the Joy-Con 2 controllers here. You'll find how they attach to the console, that you can actually attach them backwards and more. Oh yeah, I tried that before. I attached my controllers backwards and upside down. Just because I was bored and like, I wanna fuck with this. And I started fucking with this. And they let me just attach it like a dumbass. I'm interested. If you'd like to hear, then without further ado, introducing magnetic connectors inside one. Jesus Christ, you always make me read so much. To detach the Joy-Con 2 controllers from the Nintendo Switch 2 console, simply press the release button and they'll come in an instant. Ah! A human. You'll be able to detach them even if the console is in the dock. What's more, you can detach each of them with one single hand. That's nice compared to the Switch 1. They're advertising that feature because like in the Switch 1, you needed one hand to hold the console while you yoinked the other one. You yoinked the Joy-Con, I mean. To attach the Joy-Con 2 controller, simply bring them near the console. They're easy to both attach and detach. They also pinch your finger if you put your finger way too close to the gap and don't realize. And the magnet is really strong. The Joy-Con 2 attached magnetically. Do you know how the Joy-Con 2 controller is attached to the console? Oh gee, I wonder how! They use magnets. How do they work? Unlike Nintendo Switch, where there's no magnets, there are no locking mechanisms to prevent the controllers from being detached. The only thing keeping it connected is the force of the magnets. The Joy-Con 2 can be attached backwards. I don't know why they're advertising this. Here's a fun fact about the Joy-Con 2 controllers. Each controller can be attached to the opposite side of the console. They can be attached backwards. Oh, this orientation is not recommended. The Joy-Con controllers, the Joy-Con 2 controllers won't change when attached this way. I mean, you can do it if you want. You know, if you're a freak. Let me, hold on. Let me move my deck off to the side here. Just peeking at the corner. Where are the magnets? The Joy-Con 2 controller is attached to the Nintendo Switch 2 control magnetically. So just where are those magnets? Well, they're on the main body of the console. The Joy-Con 2 controllers don't have any magnets that attach to the console. The SL and SR buttons are made of steel. Magnets on the console attach to the SL and SR buttons. Yeah, I knew all that. I'm a kind of a nerd like that. You read all the insights? Alright, let's take a quiz. What is magnet made out of? Sure, let's try it. Insight quiz. Magnetic connectors, volume 1. There's more volume for the quizzes? That's interesting. Which of the following to detach control the telekinesis? The release buttons. Which of the following is used to attach the Joy-Con 2 controllers to the Nintendo Switch 2 console? Love! Okay, these are kind of fucking hilarious. I love this. Attached with love. In which ways can the Joy-Con 2 controllers be attached to the Nintendo Switch 2 console? On either side, backwards, all the above. We can just attach them wherever we want. One of the magnets that keep the Joy-Con 2 controllers attached to located in the console and the Switch Joy-Con 2 controllers in both the console and the controllers. There are no magnets. We lied to you. In the console. Results. Yippee! Perfect score. What a legend. You got all the answers correct. You really know the ins and outs of the magnetic controllers, the connectors now, huh? Alrighty. Nick Nasty, how are you enjoying the insight quizzes? If you like, can give some very special insights. Oh, you let me share my insights with you? Perfect. You can actually use your mouse controller in the Switch 2 home menu. Just go to the home menu, place the Joy-Con 2 controller on the surface, holding it as you would a mouse, and it will change your mouse controls. There's so much more to discover about Nintendo Switch 2. I hope you take time to find it all. Yeah, I knew about that one. It's also funny if you try to use both of the... I said this before, but if you try to use both at the same time, like both mouses at the same time, it like wrestles for control. I like the metal shaders on the attaching mechanism there. Alright, what are you about? You can learn about Joy-Con 2 controller's mouse sensor here. You discover how they ended up behaving like a mouse, their function beyond typical mice, and more. Which you'll happen to be interested in. I'm interested. Got it. Then here you go. Mouse sensor insights 1. Alright. Joy-Con 2 mouse controls. The Joy-Con 2 can be used as a mouse. No! Okay, really? I mean, that whole minigame that I played there was with a mouse? As long as you play games that are designed to be played with a cursor. I really want to play Metroid Prime 4 with this. Of course, there are more to move than just an arrow. This opens up a new way to play games comparable with Nintendo Switch. By the way, you might find it easier to hold the Joy-Con 2 like this. That's how I've been holding it. What do you mean? How else are we supposed to hold it? The mouse in your lap. Mice are typically designed to be used on the desktop table. Joy-Con 2 mouse controls, however, can be used on other surfaces, such as your legs. Most responsibility vary depending on the surface. I never thought to use them on my fucking legs. What? I'll try that. It means you don't always have to be near a desk or a surface. You'll be able to use the mouse or even while sitting on a sofa. I can use them on my legs. I don't like that they're vibrating like this on my inner thighs. Kind of a weird vibe. A little tricky. Mouse sensors located in each Joy-Con 2 controller. This one right there. This one right here. The truth is, they're actually a black and white cameras with a resolution of just a handful of pixels. There's fewer pixels in Nintendo Switch 2 our motion camera. That's right. We're charging you more for less resolution. Just kidding. This is a negative point of view. But also, it's funny how they got rid of the IR motion camera on the Switch 1. Why the fuck did it have that? Like, the only time it was ever used for something other than a fucking gimmick in 1-2 Switch was for Labo. And, like, did they have Labo planned out the whole time? Or were they just like, we need to find a fucking use for this. We put this here, and we still don't know what the fuck we're doing with it other than eating a sandwich in 1-2 Switch. Fucking Labo, we use cardboard. It's even fewer than the old Game Boy camera. Oh my god, the Game Boy camera mentioned. Also, was the IR sensor do the RI sensor in the Switch 1 have more pixels than the Game Boy camera? That's shocking. So are these cameras used? Detect the that's how many pixels it has? Damn. Detect the surface they're on to see the direction the system moved. This is translated into mouse movement. Fun fact, they can capture thousands of photos in a single second. Some may vary depending on the speed of movement. This allowed the mouse to capture some very precise movement. I hope they have like a kiosk that lets me use the lets me see what the camera is seeing, because that would be cool. I will do a face review of with only 5 pixels if they let me do it. Not just a mouse. When you're using mouse controls, the Joy-Con 2 controller doesn't just act like a mouse. There are a host of other things it can do. For instance, the gyroscope and mouse can work together to determine which way and by how much you turn something. This means you can use the mouse to grab and rotate objects in certain games. That's cool. Also, the mouse can work together with HD Rumble too. It lets you feel the different kinds of rumble as you move the cursor around. And that's not all. The Joy-Con 2 and Joy-Con 2 LNR both have built-in mouse sensors, so 2 people can play together with mouse controls, or you can control 2 mice at once in each hand and pretend you have a wheelchair and you're playing basketball in that game that I'm probably not even gonna buy. So you see, there's a lot of mouse controls. Damn, that's crazy. Did you know Nintendo started as a toy company? Yeah, they got their start doing like kind of Fuda cards and shit, and then they started doing other toys, and then they finally were like, what if we made video games? And then they changed the world. Not only like, what if we made video games? Like, oh shit, there's this video game market out there that's like in the middle of a crash. What if we like de-crashed it and then became the #1 fucking video game in the world for years? Well then, yeah, let's try it out. Insight quiz. Let me try answering this quiz with a Joy-Con on my lap. Question number 1. It actually works pretty well on my leg, not gonna lie. In what way can you play games using Joy-Con 2 mouse? By using your voice? By using your voice? By touching the screen directly with your finger? By moving your cursor? By nibbling on cheese? Mouse gameplay. Yummy. Joy-Con 2 mouse controls don't just have to be used on desks and tables. Where else can they be used? In midair, underwater, on glass windows, on your lap. Yeah, actually, it's interesting that they put in glass windows, because in theory you cannot use a mouse on a glass window because it wouldn't be able to detect movement. Or maybe it would, but like very slightly from something in the distance. I don't know. I wonder actually, what would a glass window react? I can't use it on my windows to test because my windows are like weirdly shaped. They have like indents, so it wouldn't be smooth. Which number area on the Joy-Con 2 controller show indicates the mouse sensor? Shoot. Question number 4. And that's how tilers were invented. They were using the mouse controls to nibble on cheese. What does a Joy-Con? It can take fancy photos. No, it can rotate when you grab into the mouse. It can battle mice against each other. It can locate nearby sandwich shops. We are nearing Tumblr. Haha, I'm so random levels of comedy right here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I know. I'm good. I'm just that good. Great, you got every answer correct. I guess that makes you a mouse sensor sensei. Never fucking call me that again. I wish they just let me keep the maracas. I want to just be shaking them around while I move. Read it inside that say you can play games that use a mouse in each hand. One other side of games will use a control scheme like that. I don't know, maybe a game about being in a wheelchair, playing basketball. And probably knowing Nintendo, nothing else ever. They tend to do that. They find a really cool gimmick for their console, and then they just like do 1 or 2 games with it, and they just give up and just do normal games after that. All right, can I go to area B? Did you get all the stamps in area 8? Did you open 2 area L area yet? Alright, looks like you're going to need more stamps. Collect all those stamps in area 8 you can get through. Free me! Alright, where the fuck else would there be stamps then? I guess the L and R buttons on the back? And the analog stick, but again, I don't know how to get the analog stick stamps. Because they made them into a booth of some kind. Alright, is there L and R? Yeah, there it is. The L button. I say L and R, I meant L and ZL. Alright, I got these. But like, I'm missing the analog stick still, right? Oh! There it is. Hey, we got it. What if it started moving towards the Switch 2 now? And everyone's like, ah! And like the people who were like on the little lower ledge, like the lower blue ledge, like slowly get like gore crushed to death. They're like, ah! And then Nintendo should do that. Why didn't Nintendo hire me to make this game? I would have made it better. And I want to play the maracas again. That's the favorite part so far. You got all the stamps in area 8? The Joy-Con 2 L area yet? Yo-ho. Yep, you got every last one. Good job. Get head on through. Area B is up ahead. You can be a little slippery, so watch your step. Okay. That's the big Kahuta area. That's the old big Switch shoe plaza. It is slippery. Wait, what? That's so silly. I'm slippy. What? Look, I'm gonna press it like very slightly. I'm still going. And I make little bubbles and shit. This is so fun. Wee. That's kind of smart too, so you can like quickly get across the biggest area because you move faster while slipping. Man, these Nintendo people, they really thought of everything. You can tilt the air left and right to pan the camera as you walk around. Yeah, I know. I got one question wrong. We should review the content. What is this? Screen. You found how to clear and smooth the display. How clear and smooth the display is, as well as concepts like HDR, VRR, 120 Hz, and more. What do you think? Doesn't that sound fascinating? If you say it like that, you sound like a fucking nerd, but sure. Yes, indeed. Here you are. Console Screen Insights 1. Alrighty. Crisp and detailed screen. I would like crisp and detailed skin. If you zoom in, you can really look close in the Switch 2 console screen. You see that it's made out of lots of little dots. This is like technology from like before I was born, buddy. I understand how an LCD display works. You see that it's made out of lots of little dots. These dots are called pixels. They're 1,920 horizontally and 1080 vertically, to be precise. It is also called 1920 by 1080 resolution. That's like 2.25 times the resolution of the Nintendo Switch console. In fact, it's the highest resolution ever used on a Nintendo console. Is it? I mean, I guess. If you don't count the Switch 1 dot. Also, you're only showing the portables and the Wii U fucking screen. As for the screen size of the pixels, they're the smallest of any Nintendo console today. Having the most pixels and the smallest pixels provides a crisper and more detailed screen. Okay. Stop bawling my chat. The Nintendo Switch 2 screen can produce some very bright light. You could also say it's screen is HDR compatible. HDR here stands for High Dynamic Range. The Nintendo Switch console has approximately 16.77 million different types of light and colors. Meanwhile, the Nintendo Switch 2 console can use hundreds of millions of different types of lights and colors. In games that support HDR, it's now possible to display bright, intense light. The screen you're looking at right now is a simple image that doesn't use HDR. If we're to enable HDR, oh look, Breath of the Wild. No, that's Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom. If you enable HDR, it will look like this. This image just for reference. Kind of hard to see the comparison on my screen, I suppose. Kind of want to pull it out. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it out just to see if it looks any different than the actual screen. Bear with me. Oh yeah, that's it. On the actual screen, you see it very well. On the capture, it doesn't pick up as well. But don't worry, we took care not to make it too bright. Okay. There's so much in this one. Smooth movement. The Nintendo Switch 2 console screens can change the image at high speeds, up to 120 times per second, in fact. So we can say that the screen is 120 Hz compatible. Chat, I never knew what Hertz was in the screen. I finally realized what it is now. I swear to God, I never realized what the fuck Hertz meant up until this very moment. So I guess like Hertz is just straight up the frames per second, right? Is the how many frames per second it can display. Chat, I need to adjust my hair. Hold on. I'm all over the place. The faster the picture the pictures change, the smoother the movement will appear. My Joy-Con are dangling from my hands while I adjust my hair, and they're going into my armpits and tickling me. The Nintendo Switch console screen changes images up to 60 times per second. So at the rate of 120 times per second means that the movement will look twice as smooth. Ticklish, shut up! The image show is just an example of games that support 120 Hz. Yeah, that's crazy. I kind of can't tell unless I really focus on it. It might be because of my capture card though. Yeah, I'll pull it out again. Okay, yeah, it's a little easier to see there. My capture card isn't the best, but oh well. Mouse movements will appear smoother. Using the right stick to look around will feel smoother, and scrolling the screen will look smoother, but that's not the only benefit of playing games that support 120 Hz. The world appears to you 1/120th of a second faster. 1/120th of a second faster, which could give you an advantage in very intense gameplay. Buddy, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think my brain can detect. I'm getting the screen tearing again. What was I saying about my fucking capture card? There you go. There's another thing about the Nintendo Switch 2 console screen. It can make games feel less choppy. You could also say the screen is VRR compatible. VRR is short for variable refresh rate. When you're playing a game and a lot of characters appear on the screen, oh Lord Almighty, the frame rate can be choppy. Yeah, I mean, Pikmin on the GameCube could do it. Here's what's happening. It takes a little longer than normal to draw each picture. Because of this, the pictures aren't ready in time for when they're meant to be updated on screen. So if the image has been changing 60 times every second, even a slight delay will kill the timing. Suddenly the pictures will update at half the rate, only 30 times per second. You can see why a game might feel choppy. So in games that support VRR, the updates can be changed on the fly to match the image completion rate. It takes a little longer to draw the image, and the update rate can be changed to. It takes a little longer to draw the image. The update rate can be changed 55 times per second. It's better than suddenly dropping to half the rate, so it's less likely to feel choppy. This all means that some players find VR-compatible games comfortable to play. Note, this video is purely for reference. Only kinda got that, but okay. Touchscreen. The Nintendo Switch 2 console screen does more than just display images. It also is also a touchscreen that you can use with your fingers. It's designed to recognize where you touch on the screen. When you're touching with two fingers, it can tell if your fingers are close together or farther apart. This might also be this all might be familiar already. There's a little more to this. They're acknowledging that everyone fucking has a smartphone this day and age. Literally everyone. The Nintendo Switch 2 console's touchscreen can tell the position of up to 10 fingers at the same time. Oh, actually, that's kind of cool. Whee! Alright, let's try it. This one's probably gonna be hard. Or harder. Console screen. Volume 1. Question 101. Nintendo Switch console screen is made of a lot of tiny bits. What are they called? Capsules, axles, pixels, pickles. Pickles? They're just trying to fuck with me because I'm dyslexic. What can the Nintendo Switch 2 console screen display by enabling ADR? A three-dimensional image, that's for free, yes. Smoother movement, pixel art, bright light. Bright light. What is the maximum number of times that Nintendo Switch 2 console screen can change from one picture on the space of to another in the space of a second? 120. 10 would be crazy. The Nintendo Switch 2 system, now with 10 frames per second games. To give you a headache in less than 30 minutes of playtime, which features Nintendo Switch 2 consoles compatible with in order to make the screen feel less choppy. VAR, VRR, VTR, VIP. I'm glad they made the VRR section a little easy, because my ass was kind of like spacing out on that one. How many plates can be tracked on the Nintendo Switch 2 console's touchscreen at the same time? 10. Done. Alright, it wasn't too bad. Results. Yippee! Amazing! Perfect score. That was as smooth can be. You clearly taken all the lessons about the console screen. You're so smart. My little brain... Chat, fun fact about me, right? My brain is so huge that I could no longer store it in my head. It was bulging out like Mojo Jojo, so that's why I wear my hat to protect my raw, exposed, massive brain. So you clear medals for playing minigames and tech demos, and the better you do at the minigames, the more medals you get. That really gets me pumped up. Alright, freak. There's a minigame where you need to guess the frame rate. No, no, you can't do this to me. That's literally my Achilles heel. I cannot tell you what the fuck a frame rate like is. It could be, the game could be running at 20 frames per second or 60, and I cannot tell the fucking difference. This is my time to shine. All right, fuck you. I'm gonna suck ass at this one. In this minigame, you need to spot the difference between a pair of videos. The image shown on the screen when you play a game generally changes rapidly. We call this frame rate, which changes. We call this the rate at which the frame which is measured in frames per second, or FPS. The higher the frame rate, the smoother the game will look. The Nintendo Switch can reach up to 120 frames per second, but Potterzilla's brain can only reach like 20. Can you tell the smoothness of 120 frames per second apart from other frame rates? My capture card can even do 120 frames per second. I'm not gonna be able to tell. Wanna play guess the frame rate? 120 frames per second? Sure. We switch to tabletop mode or handheld mode or connect to 120. Okay. Chad, you're gonna have to trust me on this one. Um. Okay. I'll try, but like. This is like riveting. Uh. But I don't fucking know. I guess. I can't tell the difference. If you put them side by side, I guess. Okay, no, fuck this. I'm not playing this. You literally can't watch it. That's so silly. My capture card can only do 60 frames a second. I can't do that game. X map is and now it's doing the screen tearing. Every time I take it off, it does the screen tearing. I gotta reactivate. God damn it. The X map is really handy, huh? Can people visit before I zip right to it? There's pretty big. It might be the best in the map. There's a map? Oh. Okay. That was something. Oh, hello. What's this demo? As you got already 2 medals. You go. Then we're gonna go to this demo. Boom. Open for business. Okay. You try out the HDR experience one. Oh. HDR stands for high dynamic range, with the rate of producing heaps of color and light, explosions, landscapes, all the good stuff looks shiny on screen. This particular HDR demo lets you experience fireworks. You should feel like they're really pop. You can see how much the fireworks change by toggling the HDR on and off. Oh yeah, being instructed to tell the visitor the brightness and dependency of HDR capacities. God damn it. I can't try this one either. I'm not gonna fucking pull it out again. Alright, can I try this one? Can try the Super Mario Bros. Demo. Oh! Just straight up super. Okay. The 4K image of the Nintendo Switch console right now is made of lots of different pixels. Images on the old NES or Famicom had far fewer pixels than this. If you try to display each pixel from back then with the pixels on other 4K images, there's a massive difference. The game screen ends up looking super small. On look at the World 1-1 from Super Mario Bros. Tells you all you need to know, really. Want to have a go at the Super Mario Bros. 4K 1-1 demo. Please connect a 4K compatible TV that runs at 60 Hz or higher. Fuck off! God damn it! I can't do shit in this area! How am I supposed to be a completionist like this? You learn about the Nintendo Switch 2 game cards here. You learn all about the Nintendo Switch console's red game cards, the game card slot, and some other stuff. So are you interested? Sure, I can talk in a quiz. You're not gonna be like, connect the TV to your asshole now. Alright, there's a fucking other quiz right next to it. Reading data in a new way. If you take a peek inside the Nintendo Switch 2 game card, I still don't have one of those. I got my Mario Kart digitally. You see, it's quite different from Nintendo Switch game card. I'm not gonna have Donkey Kong either because I also bought that one digitally. It tastes great. I wish I could taste it. I wish I could taste it. Can't taste it though, sorry. But you can't taste it either. You got your Mario Kart digitally too. You're lying to me. You have no idea how it tastes. It could taste completely different from Switch 1. It could taste like fucking, like, strawberries and lemonade. What? Am I crazy? Didn't you get yours? No. Right, no, wait, no, never mind. I'm stupid. Yes, I do. What do you want? Shut up! I forgot. It was no. Listen, our collective Switch 2 Odyssey had so many chapters that I'm starting to blank on some of them. I tasted it in front. You don't need to tell them about that. That's kind of embarrassing that you told them about the fact that you're eating shit in front of me. That's some freaky shit. Calm down. Anyway, its data can be read in a completely different way. Assuming a buffer size of 4 megabytes, the read speed is about 5 times faster than that of a Nintendo Switch game card. Don't wink at me like that. However, some games may be doing more in the background than just loading, so it's not guaranteed to load around 5 times faster. Also, Nintendo Switch 2 game cards have a higher total capacity than Nintendo Switch game cards, so the contents of those game cards are really quite different. That's to say they can handle better games, or in different colors. There are 2 different colors of game card. Nintendo Switch game cards are black, while Nintendo Switch 2 game cards are red. Other than the colors, they look practically the same in terms of size and shape. They didn't do the 3DS thing. They didn't do the 3DS thing where they added like a little notch so that you can't put 3DS games on the DS. How am I meant to know? I mean, they're red, but I can still put them on the Switch 1. And then what? And then what you're gonna do about it, Nintendo? And then what? But there's actually one more difference. Nintendo Switch 2 cards is this. It does have a notch. What? But wait, it's a notch removed. Wait, that did what? Huh? They removed the notch from it instead of adding a notch to it. That doesn't prevent it from being put on the Switch 1 though, does it? When a game card is inserted into the game slot, the Nintendo Switch 2 console checks to see if the game card has this shape. This all tells the difference between Nintendo Switch 2 game cards and Nintendo Switch game cards. So if I pick out a booger and I put it on the little notch, and let it solidify, and then I put the card on Nintendo Switch 2, can I play like Mario Kart World for the Nintendo Switch? It changes the way it reads data based on this. Right. Yeah, exactly. The graphics are gonna downgrade and everything to fit the Nintendo Switch 1 card. Mario Kart World for the Nintendo Switch. Available now if you have enough boogers. The Nintendo Switch 2 console has a game card slot. I sure hope it does. But it doesn't just take the red Nintendo Switch game cards. It can also insert the black Nintendo Switch game cards. So what does this mean? It means that in addition to being able to play games that are exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch games too. So Nintendo Switch games may not be supported or fully compatible with Nintendo Switch 2. Such as that one Toy-Con that lets you play cardboard VR. And that's literally it. I mean, some of them are having compatibility issues, and some of them require you to have Joy-Con 1, but pretty much every fucking game from what I see is compatible other than that. You can play, and they're working on the compatibility issues too. Pikmin 3 is an interesting one if you've seen what's going on with that one. You can play many different games on Nintendo Switch 2. You read all the insights, I'm so happy to hear that. Up. Yeah, I'll try your quiz. Can't really do anything else in this fucking area while I have a fancy screen. What Nintendo Switch 2 game cards have more than Nintendo Switch game? What do Nintendo Switch game cards have more of than Nintendo Switch game cards? Weight, pins, capacity, labels. Capacity, right? Capacity. What purpose does Nintendo Switch 2 game cards distinct shape? It makes them lighter, it makes them harder to lose, it prevents to build of heat. The console uses it to determine the right game card. That one. Which kinds of game cards are being inserted in the Nintendo Switch 2 console? The Nintendo Switch 2 game cards, Nintendo Switch game cards, all the above. Imagine if this was the right one. Like, here's the Nintendo Switch 2. And here's some Nintendo Switch 2 games. You cannot play Nintendo Switch 2 games on the Nintendo Switch 2. The Nintendo Switch 2 is exclusively for Nintendo Switch 1 games. Where can you play Switch 2 games? Fuck you. Mario Kart World is made just for Miyamoto to play on his own fancy device that nobody else can have. Enjoy your Nintendo Switch again. Can't believe you got all those questions right. You're a genius. Alright, don't need you suck my cock that much. Have I finally found someone who has as much of a game cards as I do? No. I don't have your type of autism. I'm sorry. I'm kidding, I kinda do. Anyway, I should get the stamps too. Audio jack. Whoop, jacking the audio. USB Type-C connector upper. Yeah. Air vent. I'm sorry, I had to. Can I get one for the screw? Nope. Can I get one for this? What is that? Brightness. What the? Brightness sensor? What the fuck does it have a brightness sensor there? What? Fuck is that for? It doesn't even tell me. What the fuck is the brightness sensor for? Wait, why is there a brightness sensor here? What the fuck is the point of that? Why is Nintendo keep fucking? Is that the IR camera all over again? They just added that because they felt like it, and then they're gonna figure out how to use for it later. Why the fuck is there a brightness sensor in the top of the Switch? I didn't know that was here. Volume buttons. Power button. There you go. Alright, we're fucking knocking these down. Why does it have a... Don't want to talk to you, freak. Oh. Speaker. Aw, man. Like this. Air intake, lower left. How about this one? Oh, nothing here? Really? This feels like it's something. Alright. Oh, it's just where the fucking dock pins go. Oh, you. USB Type-C connector lower. Hey. Is that another one for the air intake? Air intake lower right. There you go. And that's another speaker. Speaker R. Bam. We're knocking these down. I don't know where else a stamp would be though. Maybe right at the center? I can even tell what the center would be because the switch the switch shoe logo is kind of not like touchscreen. Okay. What about you? What's the deal with you? The screen's so gigantic. Sure is, buddy. Anyway, I'm out of here. Whee! Better stop talking to these freaks. They don't have anything nice to say. And when you have anything nice to say, you better not say anything at all. What the fuck is this? Oh, there. Hold your voice again and even to connect with cyber matters. Jeez, fucking can't even escape capitalism on the Switch Shoe welcome tour. You learn about the Switch Shoe console speakers here. Wait, the speakers? They can make sound and they're working anymore. There's nothing special about the speakers though, they're just fucking speakers. You really need free fucking little things, tightly sealed box. And those two speakers are part of having actually changed. And it should have ended right here. Nothing changed. Moving on. They're the same speakers parts that were used in the Nintendo Switch OLED model. Wait, so they changed them to OLED though? But they function a little better on the Nintendo Switch 2 console. Because I said so. They produce better sound. This is because the speaker placed in a box. We placed your speaker in a box. What are you gonna do about it? Made sure that all sides of the box are tightly sealed except for the front. If there's a gap where the sound can leak out, it may cancel the sounds from this front or it may come out muffled. The sound may be distorted and not come out as intended. Even though the console uses the same speaker parts as before, the tightly sealed gaps around them make the sound come out more accurately. That's interesting, okay. So they put it in a box, and now it's better. The box is cushioned. I'm glad it's comfortable in there, you know? I wouldn't want the speaker to be sitting on hard edges, just getting like a cramped fucking neck or something. If you look at the box containing the Nintendo Switch speaker parts, how do I look at it? You see, there's spongy cushions attached to the top and bottom. They firmly sandwich the box. Chad, it just hit me. I'm gonna say something really awful right now, and you're gonna hate me for it. You know those like science diagrams that show like a cutoff of the human body, and like the like asshole and shit. This looks like you took a cut off of the human body, but it was a Nintendo Switch, and you're looking at his anus. This is the Nintendo Switch 2 anal cavity. That's where it shits. Other parts won't shake around along with the box. If the other parts were to end up shaking, the sound will get muddied and won't come out as intended. Playing data accurate sounds. Challenging. Hello. The speakers are part of the part that turn the sound data into sound. But when the sound enters the ears, like a big pizza peers, for various reasons, it doesn't sound exactly like the original data. the Nintendo Switch 2 console, in order to make the sound as close to the original data, we edit the sound that plays to the speakers. We recorded and analyzed the sound of the speakers, and calculated how to edit the sound in advance. The Nintendo Switch 2 has a faster computer. As such, it's able to produce sounds in higher quality. By the way, the Nintendo Switch 2 speakers are designed to fit as tightly as possible inside the console. Because of this, they actually slope diagonally downwards a little. But by editing the sound, we managed to make it sound as if the speakers are facing forwards. That part was actually kind of interesting. Like, they're like computing what the distortion outside is gonna look like or sound like, and then altering the sound to like cancel it out. That's kind of cool. Alright, let's try it out. Man, I keep being like, whatever, fucking who knew to do this? And then I read it, I was like, wow, this is actually kind of cool. I'm such a fucking nerd. I'm calling them a nerd, and then I'm like, oh, actually, I like this. I'm just outing myself. It's filled with water. What is the box that houses the speakers inside the Nintendo Switch 2 console that helps it produce sounds as actually possible? It's filled with water. It's made out of rubber. Made of rubber! Whoa, here's like a bag of gum. It's punched through a tiny hole. It's slightly sealed on its sides but the front. The box that houses the speakers in the Nintendo Switch 2 console is sandwiched by which objects? Clothespins, metal plates, cushions, the thin slices of red. They should have used that one. That would have been more whimsical and fun. But instead of the one wearing as cushion. Which direction the speakers on the Nintendo Switch 2 point? Straight ahead, diagonally downwards, backwards. Diagonally downwards. Done. Oh, that was easy. Yeah, I'm that good. Haven't fucked up once yet. Whoa, you got all the answers? I give it up for a new rising star. You're like a pro at speaking trivia. Don't call me that. That's embarrassing. I don't want my parents to know that that's what I am. Are you enjoying the insight quizzes? It looks like you take quite a few. If you like, you can shut on the inside review. Okay, sure. Yeah, I know you wanna. Would you like to hear one? You can change the mouse sensitivity in the system settings. The level of sensitivity you choose will be reflected on the Nintendo Switch 2 welcome tour. So feel free to customize the cursor speed if it'll help with some of the minigames around here. Okay. I don't have enough medals to play that yet. I gotta lock in. I've been to this one, right? I can't do it. I can't do it anyway because I don't have enough medals, but you know. You can learn about the Nintendo Switch 2 console stand here. You can learn about the particulars of the stand, such as why it is U-shaped. Well, it's because originally we made it just a little flimsy-ass leg that is so shitty that they literally had to design it to snap away so it wouldn't break because they knew it would break otherwise. And then they're like, what if we stop being stupid? And then they made a good stand instead. Certainly, here are the stand insights. As you see, you only have to make one stop to read these. And they really didn't have much to say on this one. Stand of power! He stands on the back of the. There stands on the back of the console. You can use it to prop your console up. The angle that the console sits at can be adjusted freely. Starting from a fully closed position, the stand opens up to 150 degrees. You can fix it in place at any point within this range. They only made one little thingy, but they made it 13 pages long. So you might as well just be like, stop lying to me and just tell me that actually we made a big one. The Nintendo Switch 2 console stand has a different shape from the Nintendo Switch console, Nintendo Switch consoles. The OLED model is pictured here. They're showing the OLED model because they're embarrassed about the original one because it was so shit. But yeah, tell me what it's U-shaped because that I'm curious about. For Nintendo Switch 2, we made a U-shaped and left more space in the middle. This allowed us to make the fan and battery bigger and add new antennas. That's smart. As a result, the console is now able to perform more calculations. So, making a U-shape to give you more space, right? than the OLED. So you're telling me that the OLED had all that free space, which means that the original Nintendo Switch had all that free space? So why did you make it a shitty ass light? One more thing about the stand. It's made out of aluminum alloy, which is very light and robust. It's about as light and robust as a material known as extra super durable aluminum, which is used in airplanes and spacecraft. I know about that one. I heard that before. What is it made of? Ultra super durable aluminum or poo poo? It's such a jack. Question 1. What shape is the Nintendo Switch 2 console stand? Is that the Wii U stand? Gee, I wonder which one it is. The one that says Nintendo Switch, the one that says Nintendo Switch, the one that says Nintendo Switch 2, or the one that says Wii U and it's just a shitty piece of plastic with nothing attached to it. That one was diabolical. The aluminum alloy used in the Nintendo Switch 2 console stand is roughly as light and robust as which other material? Benjamin, Duralumin, Super Duralumin, Extra Super Duralumin. Actually, fuck, it was this Super Duralumin or Extra Super Duralumin? It was extra, right? God damn it, they're getting me. They're getting me! Okay, phew. That almost got me there for a second. He answered all questions with perfect accuracy. Outstanding. I'm pleased to see how familiar you become with the stand. I can't stand this. Alright, fucking what stamps am I missing? Minigames. I'm missing that many fucking stamps. Where else are there stamps? I rimmed the whole thing. I literally fucking rimmed this bitch. Where else could there be a stamp? So what are these things? Okay. Minigames, insights, areas. Okay. Yeah, let's look around, I guess. I don't know what else it could even be. Maybe I get near the freaks, because last time I got near a freak. And it gave me a thing. Can I go down here? No. Fuck, where the fuck is the rest of the stamps? You put me on this wild goose chase. Oh, I didn't do this part. Okay. Game card slot. There you go. And I think there's is that like microphone? Yeah, there you go. The microphone can also be removed. It can also remove background noise. I'm sure it sounds great. Okay. So that was 2, but like we're still missing 2. Where the fuck could this 2 be? R2D2, where could it be? Maybe each side? Is there like something over here that I missed? No. Not really. Nothing? Okay. Well shit. Where am I going? I got all this shit. Where the fuck are the rest of the stamps then? Oh, look at that reflection. Whoa, fancy. I'm sorry, I'm just getting amused by fucking nothing. I'm still amused about this. What the fuck? Why does it have a fucking brightness sensor there? Got this. Then what the fuck? Where else could it be? Is it just randomly on the screen somewhere? I'm confused. I'm bamboozled even. I need to get these stamps to explore the rest of the shit. Where would they be? Bruce raging at the welcome tour game. Shut the fuck up! Where are the stamps? I've literally like gone back and forth all over the place. Where the fuck is the stamp? Takes your every staff member. It's a good idea if you don't have enough medals to play. You'll add exhibit to your map and you can quickly check how many medals you need to play. Okay. Sure. Where's the stamp, by the way? This one... I can't do this one, right? Yeah, no. Too old to be getting lost like this. My girlfriend's gonna be upset if I don't get back to our meeting spot in time. Alright, can you go straight to the dairies in the X map. Bro, you brought your girlfriend to this? Oh. Wow. We're just gonna get cucked on top of the Nintendo Switch. My sixth sense speaks to me. It says there's a hidden stamp near here. Huh? Where? What? What? Oh! You can go down there? Wait! I didn't notice this. How did I not? I thought this was like a different... You can just go down. Oh! I never thought we'd get to take a look around somewhere like this. I'm going to check out every inch of this place. Corner to corner, top to bottom. Alright, freak. See, this will be the perfect time. Oh, I can't rotate. That's funny. This will be the perfect time for the Joy-Con to snap back in and fucking kill me. There it is. Magnetic connector left. The mechanism attached the Joy-Con to the console. There you go. Assuming there's nothing here. Yeah. But on the other side, there's gonna be another one, and that's the last stamp. Geez, took me a fucking while, didn't it? I'm stupid. Alright. Hey. Dude, yeah, do that quiz, yes. Alright, let's go down. I can't believe it took me this long. I'm so embarrassed about this. Oh, I think I found a lost and found thing. That's the last stamp. I can now go to the right Joy-Con. There is a shadow on the wall. Stay calm, stay calm. Huh? Shadow on the wall? I'm scared now. There's some like creepy pasta shit on this Joy-Con. C-section? I didn't think of that. Hey Chad, let's go to the C-section. Chad, you wanna have a C-section? Didn't get the reference, sorry. Not the FNAF song? FNAF song? Uh-oh. Or. I just kind of love the mental image of this game having like a creepy pasta. I think there was a demo that I didn't find. I have a feeling I can't try it anyway. That's why I started ignoring the demo. It's not this. Is it this one? Yeah. I need 9 medals. I miss Rage. I was mad because I didn't realize you could take an elevator to the little gooch area. This little gooch area right here on both sides. It took me forever to realize that you could take an elevator down here, and then like, you know, fucking get the stamps from there. So it's like, where the fuck do I go? So I was baby raging. Alright, let's go have a C-section. Yeah, I got all the stamps. Jeez, stamp police over here. Imagine they actually made this like a real exhibit, right? Um, the like you actually get to explore a giant Nintendo Switch shoot that they build, and then these fucking nerds around here are like, sorry, you can't try the rest of the mini games. You haven't collected the magnetic Switch shoot right connector stamp. Come back later. I got about creepy shit. I think like 2 years ago, someone bought a copy of Pikmin and it was fucked. I mean, technically, there's a fucked copy of Pikmin they can get right now. Uh, if you buy Pikmin free for the Switch shoe, it's gonna look cursed. Pokemon? Oh, Pokemon, a Pikmin. I'm stupid. Sorry about that. I I don't have an excuse. I'm just that dumb. Hello. Can I get that? I can't. How do I get that? Oh, there's a little staircase here. They put a staircase to the R button on this side, but on the other side for some fucking reason. Just so someone could lose their glasses here. Oh, I haven't turned on the last Lord. Don't overexert yourself. Are you kidding me? I think I can carry a little book and some glasses with all fucking... How dare you? Part is so stupid he must spell things out. I'm dyslexic, leave me alone. Like, models were wrong colors and had missing sections of the models and missing pupils and wrong color skies and all sorts of fucked up stuff. Oh, no, that's just how Pokemon Scarlet normally looks like. That's not cursed or anything. Fake Richard's item. I gotta go back there and get the other one. Oh, the stamp. The R button. R button. Made me hard chuckle. I'm glad I made the funny. You don't have to get a funny out of me. I'm very unfunny, so when a funny comes out, you gotta savor those moments. I got some glasses. I can't believe they don't let you pick up 2 items at the same time. Like, oh, don't overexert yourself. Are you kidding me? Imagine, like, you pick up a book, right? And you see some glasses on the floor. And then you bend out to pick up the glasses. And you pick them up and like... like, Jesus Christ. The new game's hopefully gonna look sick. I hope so. Fucking... They, thankfully have been letting that one cook. They're not gonna release it this year. At least I really hope they won't pull a fucking fastball on us and suddenly announce a new gen. And that'll mean that like that's suddenly like the biggest development cycle they've ever had. Maybe if we're really lucky, they won't even release it next year, which would be insane. In a good way. I mean insane in a good way, because like fucking imagine a Pokemon game with that much fucking dev time. That'll be fucking awesome. There's a fuck ton of leaks. Oh god, don't tell me. Literally don't tell me, but also like I mean I don't know, man. Leaks at this point, I'm iffy. The Pokemon presents this one. No. No. No, please just be ZA. No, listen. Listen. I have a counterpoint. Hold on. Don't panic. Everybody, don't panic. Listen. There's something about ZA that's been bothering me like fucking crazy. Okay? Okay, listen. So ZA has a Switch 2 edition. Just like Metroid Prime 4 and Mario Party Jamboree and Kirby and all that. But the thing is, right? All those games, they charge you for the Switch 2 edition, like Zelda, for example. And they have a feature other than just making the game run better. And this has been bothering me for a while, right? So Zelda, for example, you get the Zelda notes shit. You get to like access like Zelda notes around the map, and you get to like even like scan QR codes from other people's builds in Tears of the Kingdom and spawn in your world. with Kirby, you got a whole ass DLC area. With fucking Mario Party, you got a bunch of new mini games that use the Switch 2 features. Like all of them have like an extra feature, and when they don't, they give it to you for free. So like Mario Odyssey, for example, got a free update just to run a little better on the Switch 2. Fucking all sorts of games got updates, including Scarlet and Violet. Got a free update for the Switch 2 for the game to run better. And I haven't tested it out yet. I kind of want to try out Scarlet and Violet sometime. But fucking, they run better, right? ZA has nothing announced. Sword and Shield 2, not to my knowledge. I think only Scarlet and Violet so far, but they might announce more. Is that out because I need that Kirby DLC? It's out in August. I actually, chat, funny enough, I just bought Forgotten Lands today. No, it has better graphics. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that actually. I just remember seeing Scarlet and Violet. Are you sure? Or is it just because it's running better on the Switch 2 in general because of better hardware? Oh, either way, fucking... Yeah, I literally just bought Kirby the Forgotten Lands today. I've never played that game, and I've been dying to play it because I'm a massive fucking Kirby fan. I just never got around to it because I didn't have money when it came out, and I kept forgetting to buy it. And now that there's a DLC / Switch 2 edition coming out, I'm gonna play it. So I got the game. I got it physically, so I don't have it yet. Technically, it's gonna arrive soon. And I'm gonna be streaming that. I'm gonna be streaming Forgotten Lands as a play for the first time. Holy shit, I'm excited. I love Kirby games. I love Kirby games. Anyway, I was saying, yeah, ZA has nothing. ZA has no extra features. I mean, I'll get the stamps while I yap. ZA has no extra features so far that we know of. And that's been fucking driving me up the fucking wall, because like, what the fuck are the why the fuck are we paying for that? They're charging $10 for the Switch 2 edition of ZA. Oh, that's the NFC reader. That's the analog. They're charging $10 for the Switch 2 edition of ZA, and so far all they've told us is that the Switch 2 edition of ZA fucking runs better than the Switch edition. And it's like, yeah, sure, I sure hope it does, but like, why are you charging me this? Are you really gonna make me pay money to play this game that's gonna come out after the Switch 2 on the Switch 2 using the Switch 2 capabilities? You're gonna charge me for that? Or are you gonna actually add a feature to it? That's the thing that's been driving me up. And also maybe, okay, maybe the Pokemon Presents is gonna talk about that. Fingers crossed, you're gonna talk about what missing feature about ZA we don't know yet about. Hopefully. And they're not gonna fucking announce a new gen. I know a new game is on mainline in the works, but that's fine, because they could just put any old studio to work on that. In fact, they should be making non-mainline games while they cook the main gen. One game I need to see on the Switch 2 is Unite, because it runs like shit on Switch. Well, they really should make a Switch 2 edition of Unite. This is the only LED that lights up. I can't help but stare at it. But it's gonna go blind. Wasn't there a thing for like a stamp for this? Or am I crazy? Oh, there it is. Player LED. Yeah, Unite would be a good one to make a Switch 2 edition. They really they really gotta start making some Switch 2 editions, man. Mario and Luigi is one that kind of needs it. I've been playing Mario and Luigi, and like the load times, I'm assuming are gonna be faster once I play this on the Switch 2, which I'm excited for this Sunday, by the way. But the game itself is still like it still could use it at some points, and especially wish they put that game at a higher resolution, because like that game is gorgeous, and it's a crime that it's stuck on the shitty resolution of the Switch. I don't even think it runs at 60 frames per second either, and like an update for that game would be so cool. That's the last stamp right here. There you go. But I haven't explored this area at all, though, so I'll explore it now. Area D. Area D's nuts, am I right, chat? If you'd like to learn a little something about the mouse sensor, you come to the right place. Here you can learn about the mouse sensor lenses are customized, Nintendo's mice of the past, and a few more interesting little factors. Nintendo made mice before? When? Oh, the NES mouse. Or SNES mouse. The one I used for Mario Paint. And I think the Nintendo 64 had one too? Alright, let's see. I don't know if they made mice after that. Did the GameCube have a mouse? Because I know the GameCube had a keyboard. The mouse sensor doesn't have just a camera. Alright, start dismantling that shit. It also has a light. The invisible light, known as the infrared light, is used to illuminate surfaces such as a table in your lap. Or your lap. Fun fact about this invisible light, it may become visible when viewed through a smartphone camera. Cool. Also, okay, just to add onto that real quick, fucking, I don't think they're gonna announce a new gen. I think they're gonna announce what the fuck the ZA thing is gonna be, and they're gonna announce whatever third party or like side game they're working on. But I doubt there's gonna be a new gen because like ZA is very close to the holidays, and if they're gonna release a new gen, you'd think it'll be the holidays, right? So I don't know, man. I don't think they're gonna. Oops. Normally, I mouse this camera. Focus on it so you can clearly affect the immediate area. And even then, even if it's like, how much you bet on it? Fuck. I don't know. I'll eat paper. Maybe I'll stream. You know what? I'll stream the Pokemon Presents if I remember to do this. You can fucking bother me about this if I forget. I'll stream the Pokemon Presents, and do a reaction to it. And if they announce a new gem, I'll eat paper on stream. There you go. Hi, Carmi, what's up? I was just talking about eating paper on stream. But yeah, I'm fairly confident. The worst I can see is them making the game like an early year title on 2026, I mean, which would still give it like more development time than like most like every game before. So it's still like a positive, but I hope that at the very least it's 2026 holiday, right? I wanted to really cook that one. Is it at least construction paper? It's whatever fucking paper I can find. Here, I'll say it again. Just someone has to remember this, right? Don't let me forget it. If the Pokemon Presents that's coming up, if there really is one, I need to check if there really is one because I don't know. But if they do make a new Pokemon Present soon, which I'm assuming they will, if they announce a new gen of Pokemon, I will eat paper on stream. Literally chew it and swallow it. Anyway. Normally, a mouse's camera focuses so it can clearly reflect the immediate area. However, this is not the case for the Joy-Con 2. This is because the height of the Joy-Con 2 changes slightly depending on if the strap is attached or not. This is enough to blur the focus, preventing the camera from capturing the surface clearly. So in order to focus without the strap, it includes a custom lens. Interesting. And we know it's coming, it's just a matter of them announcing the new gen or the Pokemon Presents. I mean, yeah, obviously there's a new gen coming, but I don't want it to come. I don't want it this year. I really don't want it this year because I want them to have time to cook and actually finish it. Unlike Scarlet and Violet, the new gen because it got leaks. No, did it actually leak a new gen? Please tell me it's just a side game or something. No, not a new gen. No, no, no. Please don't. There's no way they're releasing a new gen this year. I refuse to believe it. Dude, the fucking ZA comes out in October. I know they're working on a new gen. If that's what got leaked, then yeah, sure, they're working on a new gen. No shit. I hope that's what got leaked. I hope that the leak is just they're working on it. Like, yeah, no shit, they're always working on it. small sheets. Got leaked with a ton of other stuff way back when they also leaked the questionable Pokemon lore. What's that? Did that have the new... Oh, wait. Like the Typhlosion shit and everything? Because like, I guess in that case, I don't care. Like, sure, yeah, they're working on the new gen. We know that already. If that's the case, then yeah. My point is that I don't want it to come this year, and I don't think it will. We just know that they're working on it, no news or anything. That's good, okay. Phew. That's a relief. I don't think it's coming this year, chat. I really don't want it to. I feel like they'll announce it, but it'll release next year. If they announce it on the Pokemon Directs this year, I imagine it's gonna come out early next year, though, and I don't want that to happen. I want them to not say anything about it this year. The next year, they announce it early next year, and it comes out on holidays, at most. Or hell, if I had any say on it, it wouldn't even be a 2026 game. I would make it 2027. I'll let them cook as much as they want and make a shit fucking crazy game. Fucking bazinga-ass game. Breath of the Wild, but Pokemon. Anyway, I've yapped enough about this. Here on the Joy-Con 2 controllers, we applied 2 small sheets. These sheets are called mouse feet. Feet? Sorry. These mouse feet make the Joy-Con 2 easier to slide around. The Pokemon Company hates Game Freak, I swear. Yeah. It's a problem. But hey, I'm hopeful. So far, if it doesn't come out this year, which I don't think it will, this will be the longest development cycle a Pokemon game ever had, and that's good. On top of that, they have the Switch Shoes power to work with. So they're very not limited this time around. Everything is lining up. The stars are aligned for the fucking Pokemon next-gen Pokemon game that they always were meant to make and never did. This time for sure, chat. This time is gonna happen, I swear. I'm manifesting it. If there's a Pokemon Presents and they actually fucking release it this year, it's all over though. It's literally all over. Just give up. Joy-Con 2 controller can function like a mouse when you stand on the surface and just ask. It reverts back to the typical controller when you pick it up. You can experience this in games that support mouse controls. The console analyzes data from the mouse sensor and accelerometer. It uses the data to check whether the Joy-Con 2 controllers have been placed on the surface or is being held in the air. The home menu supports mouse control, so you can give it a try there. There's a Pokemon Presents. Again, they haven't announced what the fuck the extra feature for the Switch Shoe is for ZA. If there is one. If there isn't one, holy shit, they're fucking greedy and insane. But there has to be an extra feature for the Switch Shoe. They're literally charging $10 for it, and every other thing that charges $10. I haven't done the last one. Whoops. Every other thing that charges $10. And they gave you something. Long ago, Nintendo used to sell its own mice. There it is, the SNES mice! Hell yeah! There was a Super NES mouse in 1992, and a Nintendo 64 mouse exclusive to the pen in 1999. I said it! I called it! I'm such a fucking nerd in Nintendo shit. Incidentally, the mice use the old ball which rolled around inside. Nowadays, mice are far easier to use. There's no need to roll a ball all over the place. Beast of Reincarnation. Look at Beast of Reincarnation. They can clearly do something this amazing work. Just need a budget and time to cut. I mean, granted, I will say it was very unfortunate that the showcase of that game had such a poor frame rate. I believe the final game won't look like that, and it might have just been a hiccup, but that was really unfortunate. But yeah, I do believe that Game Freak can make good games. I think it's really mean and fucking just stupid to call the developers unskilled and like blame the developers. It's not the developers. They clearly have talent there. It's just that they're forced to pump out these games that are really, if you think about it, Pokemon games are like a crazy ordeal. And like they're forced to pump these games out constantly on a very short notice with constant like monitoring and like flip-flopping about and like having to juggle a bajillion different sectors. It must be fucking insane to work for that. The mouse sensor not only uses the camera, but also which one to follow: infrared light, UV light, high capacity memory, ultrasonic microphone, also infrared. I'm gonna speedrun that one. A certain part of the mouse sensor has been customized to be different from standard mouse, which is the following parts: the lens, the privacy shutter, the filter, the recognition engine, lens. Question 3. Well, I knew the SNES one, didn't know the N64 had one. Did you know that there's a Mario Paint for the Nintendo 64? And it has a 3D modeling software among a bunch of other things, and it's called Mario Artist. Because there is, and I used the Nintendo 64 mouse. That's why I knew about it. It never came out in America. It was Japan exclusive, just like the mouse. And it was the coolest piece of software Nintendo had released in fucking years. It's like a Mario Paint on fucking steroids. It's so sick. Filmery was crazy. You missed earlier when they like asked you how the Joy-Cons attach to the system, and one of the options was with love. What's the function of the two small sheets on the Joy-Con 2? To help it slide better, to make it waterproof, to prevent static electricity, to prevent slipping. Helps it slide better. Weirdest part is they announced it like early June. Oh right, I remembered it now. They announced it like forever ago. Speaking of, let me finish this quiz before I go on another fucking rant. I know there's the GameCube keyboard controller. That one's wacky. I don't think that was officially Nintendo though. I think that was a third-party company that made a game that used it. I could be wrong though, I don't remember now. You use the Joy-Con to the mouse simply by placing it on the surface. How do they change it back to a regular controller? Press A and then up on buttons at the same time. Lift it off the surface. Say change back please into the console's microphone. Ask a friend for help. Lift it off the surface. This quiz is so silly. So amazing regardless. Yeah. I want that thing. That thing is so cool. I wonder, okay, because you can attach GameCube controllers to the Switch and Switch 2 with the adapter. I wonder what happens if you put that fucking monstrosity into an adapter and put it on the Switch. Like, will it recognize as a GameCube controller at all? And if so, can you use the GameCube buttons? And on top of that, would the keyboard work? I wonder. I really wish I could try that, but I don't have that. Which year did Nintendo release its very first mouse? Fuck! Chat, was it 92 or 96? Do you remember now? Shit. I'm gonna go with 96. But Japan exclusive, made only for Fantasy Star Online episode 1 and 2. Yeah, there you go. Unsuccessful? Fuck, it was 92! God fucking damn it. Alright, let's redo this. I'll speedrun it through it because I really want to rant. I want to rant about something else. Alright, speedrunning. Is all wait. What? Okay, this is the only one that isn't. All the other ones were the first option. And I'm pretty sure this one, yeah, it's the first option too. All of them were the first option, except for one. There you go. Congratulations, got them all right. I'm glad you could play a role in your mouse sensor education. Alright, rent time. Chat. Where's the Nintendo Direct? We know that Pokemon Presents is coming, sure. Where the fuck is the Nintendo Direct? Excuse me? Where's the Nintendo Direct? What's this demo? You know, I was thinking this isn't a game, it's a tech demo, and you're right, but give it a try. You hear the sounds the Joy-Con 2 controllers can make. Now, as the name implies, your Rumble Goose carries sound with more than vibration. It actually makes its own sounds, even without any speakers. They had a DK Direct, so yeah, they had a DK Direct in June. Usually they have a regular Direct in June. They had a DK Direct. That is so rare. They never don't have a Direct in June. They haven't not had a Direct in June since like 2020, I think. They always have a Direct in June. And the thing that's getting to me is that the Switch 2's out. The Switch 2's out right now. The Switch 2's out. And we have like Donkey Kong that's gonna come out this month. And then that's it. Like, we have Drag X Drive, I guess. This isn't a system seller. We don't have a holiday title. Metroid Prime 4 still doesn't have a release date. mind you. It's still marked as 2025. Kirby Air Riders, we know that that's coming this year, still doesn't have a release date or a finished logo or any gameplay footage. And like, we don't like, where's the Switch 2 Direct? Where's the Nintendo Direct? Maybe the Nintendo Direct was a friend made along the way. Shut up! Like, what is going on? How has there not still been a Nintendo Direct? After Donkey Kong comes out, we're literally SOL on games for the rest of the fucking year, other than like Drag X Drive and like Pokemon ZA, which is a Switch 1 game. Like, Metroid Prime 4 and Kirby Air Riders are the only other games that we know that's coming this year, but A, don't have a release date, and B, they're not holiday titles. I mean, not dissing them. I'm so fucking excited for Metroid Prime, and I really want to try Kirby Air Riders too. I really want to see how a modern Kirby Air Riders is. I'm so excited. But neither of those games feel like holiday titles, like the typical Nintendo holiday title. Like, and like Donkey Kong Bonanza, that feels like a holiday title, right? But it's not. And the only reason I can think why they wouldn't release Donkey Kong Bonanza as a holiday title is because they have something else as a holiday title. But where the fuck is it? What's their holiday title? I'm sorry, this is driving me insane. I was like so convinced that even before the Switch 2 was out, there was gonna be a June Direct, and there wasn't, and there still wasn't a Direct, and I'm fucking starved for content. Pokemon? No, shut up. It's not gonna be Pokemon. It's not, they're not gonna release VA and then 2 months later release a new gen. They're not crazy like that. There's no fucking way. For a little while now, Nintendo has been on the trend of one good followed by one bad console release. So maybe they're keeping up with it, and Switch 2 is gonna be the bad after the Switch 1 being so good. No. The Nintendo Alarmo flopped. After the Switch, the Nintendo Alarmo, they released the Alarmo and it flopped. So the Switch 2 is gonna be good. The Switch 2 is currently the fucking like fastest selling console of all time. So like I don't know about that one, Chief. Maybe things could turn around, and I wouldn't be that mad either. Because like when Nintendo's struggling, they make good deals on their games, so I would appreciate it. But I don't know about that one, Chief. The what now? The Nintendo Alarmo. You know, their alarm clock. They made an alarm clock. That's a game, kinda ish. The Nintendo Alarmo. Anyways, let me fucking... Why though? Because they're Nintendo. They gotta... Listen, I feel like there's a fucking, like, quota, right? The Nintendo's, like, filling up. And every so often, when that quota is filled, they're like, all right, we gotta release something really fucking weird. Otherwise, you can't keep going. And they have to do that every so often. That's why they released the Labo. That's why they released the Alarmo. That's why they gotta release the weird shit. They just gotta. You might want to lower your system volume, your TV, if you want to give it a shot. So what do you say? You want to try out the H2 Rumble 2 sound demo? Sure. I mean, I'll put it near the mic so to see if y'all can hear it. Labo's also... I don't think the Labo is a flop. Hi, sorry about the sudden hard cut. My power went out. I'm recording this after the fact. Yeah, unfortunately the stream ends here. However, if watching this, I probably am live right now, or maybe later. Anyway, just check if I'm live or not. I'm gonna be playing this later today again, and maybe finishing it, or at least playing more of it. And then I'm gonna be doing some other stuff on top of that. So don't miss out. Thank you for watching. Bye.